Hello and welcome to another edition of Adventist News Update, where we bring you the news from around the South Bahamas Conference and the world. Bahamas Academy is moving towards its relocation at Marshall Road on August 29th. The South Bahamas Conference is seeking the support of every member over the next 3 weeks. Continuing this Sunday, we are requesting your help in the areas of painting, landscaping, and the clearing of construction debris. Skilled carpenters and masons are also needed to work on a number of projects at the site. There are 10 group leaders who will guide us through the workday, so don't be left out of this history-making event. And Pastor Paul Scavala, president of the South Bahamas Conference, promises that when you get there, your water and switcher will be sure. You know, crime is everywhere, and even as Christians, we encounter it in some way in our everyday lives. On Wednesday morning, 3 members of the South Bahamas Conference joined officers of the Royal Bahamas Police Force as they patrolled the Carmichael Road area of New Providence. Elder Kenny DeVoe, Family Life and Stewardship Director of the conference, was accompanied by Elder Leo Roll and Basil Neely of the Good News Seventh-day Adventist Church, which is a part of that neighborhood. The team, led by Inspector Warren Johnson, crime manager of the Southwestern Police Station, traveled along the streets, assuring the general public of their commitment to combat the proliferation of illegal activity in that area, also reassuring them of the church's support. Crime prevention is not the sole responsibility of law enforcement officers. Citizens like you and I can play a vital role in curbing the crime rate. This Sabbath, August 6th, is the annual Pulpit Exchange, where the local pastors of the South Bahamas Conference will be sitting in the pews and the laymen will be in the pulpits. Lay preachers from all of the 22 congregations on New Providence will be presenting the word. We pray that God will use them in a mighty way and lives will be changed for His kingdom. Under the theme, Reaching Out, Touching Lives, the Message of Hope Seventh-day Adventist Church is inviting all to join them in a gospel explosion at the Claridge Road Community Park beginning August 13th and continuing on the 20th and the 27th of August from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. This outreach effort seeks to minister to the needs of the Claridge Road community and promises to be a blessing for all. Have you tasted any delectable vegetarian dishes recently and wished you could prepare them yourself? Well, now is your time to learn. Don't miss the upcoming conference-wide cooking extravaganza on Sunday, August 21st from 3 to 6 p.m. at the New Providence Seventh-day Adventist Church on Soldier Road. Cooking is always fun when you share the experience, so invite your friends and co-workers and register at the South Bahamas Conference office on Tonic Williams Darling Highway or the Better Living or Healthy Lifestyle Centers. Also, if you or someone you know is a diabetic, then we have just the program for you. The 12 Weeks Diabetic Wellness Program begins on Monday, September 12, 2011. Space is limited to the first 100 participants, so make sure you register as soon as possible at the Better Living Health Center on Balfour Avenue. In Adventist World News, Jan Paulson, former president of the General Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, recently spoke out against the absolutely senseless acts of violence and terror which hit his hometown of Norway on July 22nd, initiated by the misguided, confused, but clearly indoctrinated mindset of a single individual. It has brought a trauma to the peaceful nation of nearly 5 million inhabitants, unparalleled since the end of World War II. The mid-morning bomb detonated outside the government headquarters in Oslo resulted in massive physical damage over an extended area and the death of a number of individuals who either worked in the buildings or were just walking past. Paulson said he was in the Oslo area that day. There are moments when the shock and pain are such that one cannot find words. One can only cry and suffer. Such was this moment, he said. The events that transpired through the next 2 to 3 hours took the shock and horror to a level beyond description for Norway. Much was said about the ordeal, but one comment from one of the surviving youth will long be remembered. If so much evil can be done by one person, consider how much good can be done by a community united in care and support for each other. Adventists everywhere are encouraged to join in offering compassion, support, and prayers for the thousands of families and friends in Norway who are struggling to come to terms with their loss and this sad chapter in Norway's history. In a recent ceremony held on July 26, 2011, top officials of the Seventh-day Adventist World Church and the Pan American Health Organization signed a memorandum of understanding that formalizes collaboration of implementing health projects throughout the Americas. The memorandum outlines shared goals of improving promotion of health, strengthening disease prevention and control strategies at the local level, and contributing to the achievement of the United Nations Millennium Development Goals. The move follows several years of church leaders seeking to increase the global denomination's health outreach, as well as PAHO's goal of strengthening faith-based partnerships for more effective health awareness and education in local communities. The Adventist Church has historically emphasized healthful practices as part of living a life of Christian faith and service. According to Ted Wilson, president of the Adventist World Church, it will be a great privilege for us to cooperate in whatever way we can, according to our abilities and our use of health applications that will truly help to improve the quality of life for many thousands of people. PAHO Director Dr. Myrta Roses Periago said the organization has informally partnered for decades with local Adventist organizations, including the Adventist Development and Relief Agency in member countries, nursing schools, and church member health volunteers. As part of the UN system, PAHO is the regional arm of the World Health Organization and serves 35 countries in the Western Hemisphere. Well, that's all the news for now. On behalf of our production team, thank you for watching Adventist News Update. I'm Andrea Musgrove for Adventist TV.